Welcome to this tutorial where we will be talking about how to play some of the techniques that I use on the solo in the style of Stephen Taranto. So this is the first line we have. This line is basically just not so wide intervals, but a little bit. For example, the first two notes. It's a major third that I play with my first finger and my third finger. Then I use my fourth finger. And the cool thing that I like about this phrase is that you don't play the same amount of notes per string. For example, here we start with 3 notes on the third string, then 2 notes on the second, and then 2 notes on the first. With some slides in it. I would say this is the most challenging part of this phrase. We play 1 note per string. After this, we have a small run. And this one, honestly, is just open string. It's not very difficult. The only difficult thing might be that it goes on 16ths, but apart from that, it's not as difficult as the following one. This one is quite tricky because we start with 16ths. And here we go to 16th triplets. So this one was quite challenging for me, actually. Till here it's not that hard. You just have to be conscious of the string skipping. Like, it's not too much of string. There's no string skipping, but it's just a bit tricky because you don't play, again, the same amount of notes per strings, and that makes it a bit weird sometimes. But the main goal with this, I would say, is to play always alternate picking. I never change my alternate picking, even though I'm not playing even groups or stuff like that. And the fact of playing it alternate from here till here allows you to end up with an upstroke, and then you have the downstroke ready to do this fast run, which is a diminished arpeggio that ends up here on this E 24th fret. That's quite tricky because you have to stretch a little bit, not that much, but it's still something. What I would recommend you is, again, like, try to know it so well that when you play it, you can actually, you don't even need to look, you know? For example. Of course, when you're playing it at speed, you can look and stuff like that, but the fact that you can also not look and play it slow means that you know where the things are, where you have to press, and then you don't have to do so much thinking at the moment of actually playing at speed. That's why playing slow is important. Once you really know the phrase, go for speed. But first, know the phrase. Something I really learned with the challenge I am doing with the Stephen Taranto song, Throne of the Anxious, is that knowing how the rhythm is very important. Knowing the rhythm of your phrase allows you to be able to switch speeds and therefore being able to increase speed and keeping the tightness and the precision. Okay, so for example, I know here we are in 16ths. And then I go to ta 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 ta, which are the 16th triplets. After this phrase, we have this small rock. And it's important that you press here with your small finger the last note, because then you have time to go for a nice bend with your third finger. Okay, so if you do it like without the pinky finger and maybe with your third finger, it's okay, you can manage to do it, but I would go with the small finger, it's already there. Okay, go with that one. And then for the next phrase, the thing with that one is the hard part. I would say it's a bit stretchy. Not here, the first four notes are okay. But here, yes, because you go from when you do this stretch, what I like to think is that I will manage someday. Because in the beginning, it's very normal to feel like, how the hell am I supposed to manage to play these big stretches? And the thing you have to do is practice just these small parts. The small sections that will already bring you way closer to learning the whole phrase than just repeating everything like the phrase as one. I would go for sections. For example, if you're struggling here, repeat this until you get it. Once you get it, put it together. Then you have the next two. That's something I like to do. I learn the first four notes, then the first 6 notes, then first 8 notes, then 10 notes, and then I learn the whole phrase. And here we go to sweep picking, some diminished sweep picking. Okay, those sweep pickings seem easy and they are not that hard, but they are also not that easy in this context. My advice for those sweep pickings is to get each one of them perfectly first. So we have one. And this last bend is like, honestly, not easy at all, but it's like, it's a bit tricky. It's like you finish, then you go again on that note with the bend. Okay, so basically work it slow first. Separating the phrase, not doing everything at once, but really go part per part. that will really help you manage to play these kind of weird phrases or long phrases. The complicated thing about this one, I would say, is the rhythmical change here and the big stretch. So now we're getting into the crazy part, which starts not so crazy, by the way. Starts like this. I like sometimes to throw a small hybrid picking in there, like the third string, then go in full like legato. You can also do it with pick, like it was thought actually for pick only, but I mean it makes it easier to go with hybrid picking, just less moving, but that's not the Taranto style. So, and then we go back here. Basically, I go sweep, hammer on, and then hammer on with the pinky finger, tapping, pull off. I go with the sweep picking up, and then I don't need to go again with this because I'm staying with the same arpeggio. Same thing. Sweep picking, hammer on, tapping, pull off, and here I go up, and then I will start again from the fourth string. And here when I go and I do the slides, I don't need to play this note. I go directly into sweep picking from the third string. I played now with the sweep picking upwards, the fourth string, and now with the slide. That's what gives the coming note the sound. Then I just have to sweep from the third string on. And I pick the last note. Okay? So try to do it slow first. And then try to go like first slow and then as fast as you can and try to control it. Okay, so I hope you have fun with this solo, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate and drop a comment. I'll be reading them and answering them as well.